And I hope you guys... Hi lovies, it's Sharie! So I've been seeing a lot of videos going around the YouTubes that are storytime videos, and I actually love to do videos where I just talk because I'm really good at talking. It's like my superpower. And I actually have a lot of titillating tales from my youthful years and beyond that the internet might find joy in. Or scrutiny. So today I'm going to share a tale with you about how I set my house on fire on Christmas Eve. Jingle bells, Sharie set her room on fire. So let's go back in time to, I think I was 15, so a 15-year-old Sharie. 15-year-old Sharie was really obsessed with the craft, much like 33-year-old Sharie, but Sharie thought that she was in the craft. She thought that she was a witchy being, and she got to cast magical spells on people, and she liked candles. So, you know, in my youth, I was very much into the same stuff I'm into now, just on a less mature level. And I really loved, you know, like spooky and like candles and, you know, witcheries and like creepy things. And so I convinced my mom to let me have a small collection of candles in my room. Parents, this is not a good idea. No candles till you're 18. I mean, even the Bath & Body Works smelly ones, they're just not safe. Also, my mother sold candles for this candle company that was sort of like Avon, but was only for candles. And I can't remember the name of it, but I got a whole bunch of candles and candle holders from her because she sold these things. And of course she would buy them for me. So I had this table in my bedroom that I had covered in candles, and my favorite thing to do was like light all my candles and like cut off the lights and like do a manicure and watch a movie and, you know, think little teenage angsty thoughts. And so I did that a lot, often. So it's Christmas Eve, and in my house on Christmas Eve, my mom and my brother and my dad and me would all spend the evening together playing board games, and my mom would make gingerbread cookies, and like the house would smell like happiness, and it was just very storybook Christmas Eve times in my house. And then we would have to go to bed, you know, by 11, and we had to stay in our room. That was the rule, you know, so Santa could come. And so we had to stay in our rooms, and so, you know, we did our little family things, and my brother went to his room, which was right next to mine, and I went to my room. And I thought I'd light all my candles and do a little Christmas Eve witchery. Actually, I just wanted to paint my nails so that when we went to my grandmother's house the next day, my nails looked good. So I light all my candles, I turn on a movie, and I'm taking off my old nail polish with nail polish remover. And I had a cotton ball that was soaked, of course, in acetone. And I don't remember exactly how it happened, but I had the little table of candles right next to where I was doing all my things. And I thought I like reached for something, or I reached for the remote, or I gestured with my hands, and that cotton ball, the fumes, just like ignited. And it was like a flaming ball of fear in my hand. So of course in my little kidness, I panicked, and what did I do? I threw it. Because, you know, burns. So I threw the cotton ball, it hit my wall, and it just completely started to set my curtains on fire. Now I'm panicking, okay? Because it's now at a point where like it's not a little fire, it's like a getting bigger fire. So I get up, I'm trying to stomp it, I'm like stepping on it with my socks are burning, I can't even get words out, I'm so panicked. And then it occurs to me that I should throw water on it. So I run out of my bedroom, and instead of going directly across the hall to where there's a bathroom, I go all the way to the kitchen because I'm so panicked. And I go to the kitchen, I have this little tiny cup of water, and I'm like running back and forth. In my brain, I am screaming, "Mom, Mom!" But nothing is coming out, but so I am going back and forth with this cup of water that is this big, and I'm throwing it and going back, and nothing is stopping this fire. So my brother, my little baby brother, he's 6 years younger than me, so he's, I don't know, 8 or so, and he thinks I'm playing some kind of super fun game because all he can hear is me going like running back and forth, and he's like, "Oh, Christmas Eve games with my big sister, awesome." So I distinctly remember him coming out of his bedroom with like this big smile on his face, like he was gonna have some kind of shenanigans with me, and then he like sees that my room is on fire and that I'm like panicked, and he goes running into the living room and he's like, "Mom, Sharie's room is on fire!" And of course my parents are like, go to bed. But of course they come to check because now they can hear me like, and it's on fire. So my dad, being the superhero that he was, just like jumped into action. I am still like hyperventilating and panicking. And he runs out the front door and gets the fire hose from the front yard and drags it in the house. And he sprays my entire room down. My waterbed melted. There was a huge like black spot on my floor where it burnt. My mom is like trying to calm me down. And my brother, being 8, runs to the Christmas tree and gets his one present that Santa Claus had put under there. Well, Santa hadn't done it. My parents had put it under there. We got one from our parents, and then we got Santa presents. So he got his one little present, and he went and ran out and sat on the porch holding his little present so that if the house burned down, he had his Christmas gift. So my dad puts out the fire. I am still like, you know, I'm starting to calm down, but I'm upset. And my dad had a lot of health problems, and he was diabetic. And so he comes out of the room, and he had been fighting this fire, and he inhaled all the smoke. And so as soon as he hits the living room, like to put the hose up, he passes out. And I'm like, ah, I killed my dad! And like, so I just go into this whole other panic of freaking out. And so my mom is calling the ambulance for my dad because he's now unconscious. And she told me, she was like, I should have slapped you because you were just like walking in circles, like screaming and like crying. Which is basically how I handle panic situations. So the firemen come, and I ended up burning my hand. I had like 2nd-degree burns on my fingers because I was also trying to hit the fire out, which doesn't work, BT dubs. And my dad, you know, had smoke inhalation poisoning, so they took us to the emergency room on Christmas Eve. The firemen were super smart ass and like brought like the bottle of nail polish remover to me and made me read the back where it says flammable. I was like, I know, I didn't stick it in the fire. It ignited like a foot from it. It was like, but anyway, so we spent the Christmas Eve in the ICU. My dad had to get breathing treatments, and I had my hands wrapped up in wrap. So the next morning I could not open presents because it was like this. My mom still teases me to this day about not being able to open my presents because they look like a lobster, and also that she had made the house smell all Christmassy and delightful, and then I proceeded to ruin it with flames. So the moral of the story is, don't let your kids have nail polish and things that are on fire in their rooms because they can set things on fire, like I did. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know down below if you guys like storytime videos. I love doing them. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat. And I'll see you guys in my next video.